Hi! I thought I would find you here. That's so cheesy. Today's episode is about how do copywriters make money, and particularly, how do we make money in a challenging economy? What if I told you there are 9 income streams you can set up so that you have multiple income streams as a copywriter, so that no matter what's happening in the world, what's happening with the economy, you've diversified your income streams enough so that you have money. And money is awesome. You were taught that money is the root of all evil, or the love of money is the root of all evil. I have a question. What does that actually mean? I think it's about, I'm just going to give you the answer so we can get past that. I think the answer is don't worship money. And I don't worship money. Money is not my God. But I think another root of evil is the lack of money. What if the lack of money was the root of all kinds of evil? I think it is. I don't think that contradicts the scripture. I'll leave that for you to sort out. But I'm here to tell you, money solves problems. Money is awesome for the things that only money can do. So I'm going to give you 9 income streams that as a copywriter you should consider making use of so that you stabilize your income. And then I'll give you a 10th income stream that I believe is the magic, the fountain of wealth, if you will. So let's get started. Number 1, clients. This should be obvious. Clients pay you money to write their copy. You can get paid lots of money if you write good copy. It's not that hard to get good at writing copy. It's a little more difficult, but not impossible for most anybody to get really good at writing copy, and you can get paid really well. I mean, just imagine, I get big fees. I get a couple $100,000 to write a campaign for a client. But let's say you're just starting out and you can only get, say, $10,000 to write the same campaign. On the one hand, you could say, well, that's a lot of work I'm not getting paid very much money for. But on the other hand, think about this. You could write 50 or 60 pages of copy and get paid $10,000 or $15,000. What if you did that once a month? That's a good income stream, as long as there are clients. So you might say, well, in this economy, there's no clients. That's wrong. There are always clients. In up economies and down economies, they shift. They become different people, different industries. Sometimes they're the same industry, they make a pivot. Like in the industry that I specialize in, working with online marketers and speakers, coaches, and trainers in the self-development, human potential movement, I'm working with the same clients. Their message has pivoted. So it's actually not even their message, it's their method of delivering the message. And guess who they need to make that happen? Copywriters. That's why I'm busy, my agency is busy, my certified copywriters are super busy, and that's just going to continue. So clients is the number 1 stream of money for copywriters. Mark it down, my friends, that's number 1. That one's the obvious one. Now let's get into the not so obvious ones. Second income stream for copywriters is content. And you can monetize your content in different ways. If you're doing written content, you could get paid to write articles. You could get paid to ghostwrite, to write books. People will pay you lots of money, especially now. There are CEOs and founders and public figures who are looking for a way to get themselves more noticed. One way to do that is to write a book. Most of them are not writers, don't like to write. Some of them like to write, but they're terrible writers. They all need a writer. You could be that person. You get paid for that content. You can also get paid for content that you publish and allow ads to be run on the same page. I don't run ads on my site, but I'm not against it for anybody else. It's a good way to make some money. It's an income stream. Probably not going to be your primary income stream, although it might. Some writers get paid just to write stuff and people pay them every month for doing so. Take a look at brainpickings.com, for instance. This is an excellent site. I highly recommend it. It's very literate. It's a labor of love on the part of the woman who runs this site. Maria Popovich, I believe is her name. Please forgive me if I got your name wrong, but I love your site. And yes, I donate, I contribute. I send money because I want you to keep writing. So that's a way to get paid for your content. You can also get paid for your content if you use it and distribute it as a way to build your brand. Branding is creating a way people think and feel about you so that when the time comes they need to buy what you offer, they will turn to you automatically because they know, oh, that's the person. She's the one who knows the stuff that will help me with the thing. So I'm going to her because of her content that she created. Look at my student and my friend, Anna Powers. She creates powerful, incredible content. Another example that comes to mind is Lady Giovanna Ellison, Lady J. creates powerful content that gets her noticed, that gets her clients, that gets her money to do the things she was called to do in this world. So your content can get you paid. Cliff Ravenscraft is another example. A good friend of mine made a big shift in his business long before the economy changed. Went from being the podcast answer man to being the mindset answer man. And he's not even known by that now. He's just Cliff Ravenscraft. And just Cliff Ravenscraft, because of the content that he distributes, people's lives are changed. And he offers coaching, and he doesn't market it aggressively or even directly, but through his content, he gets clients who will pay him like, I don't know, $25,000 a year to be coached, something like that, something crazy, but it's crazy good because his content brought in people who resonate with his message, they resonate with his coaching, and he changes their lives. So that's another way you can get paid, is by your content. Multiple ways to do that, but content is key. The third income stream for copywriters is courses. You can create courses about writing copy the way you write copy, about integrating copy into marketing the way you do it. And you might be tempted to give the old objection, which is, well, who would listen to me about that? Because there's so many other copywriters, great copywriters. They're tremendous copywriters. Like, I love the work of Dan Locke. I love the work of John Carlton. I love the work of Mike Kim. And there's so many others. I start listing them. I feel guilty because I can't list all of them. I'd like to promote all of them to you because I have an abundance mentality. I don't think that their greatness takes away from mine at all. It inspires me to do even better. But each of them has a different approach. If I want to learn about building the brand of me, I'm going to go to Mike Kim, and I'm going to get the wisdom and knowledge from him. If I want to learn the wisdom of creating copy that builds billion-dollar fortunes, I'm going to go to Dan Locke and learn from him the art of copywriting, the science of copywriting. If I want to learn the art of bare-knuckled, results-driven, personality-oriented email copy, I'm going to go to Ben Settle. So you've got your own take on things. You've got your own personality you inject into your teaching and the way you do things, and you must do that. Don't try to be somebody else. Be totally, authentically, weirdly, quirkily you, and you'll do big things selling courses. It doesn't have to be a gigantic copywriting course. It could be a course on writing headlines that get emails opened. Lots of people would pay for that. Make a note of that. Lots of people would pay for that. We need one of those. That's my take. You're going to have your own take. So create courses. Teach. As my friend Brian Clark, another great copywriter, says, teaching sells. Sets you up as the authority, allows people to get value from you right up front, and establishes you as the teacher in their mind. The position of being teacher is a great position from which to sell things. The number 4 way that copywriters get paid, the fourth income stream for copywriters, is products. Now this can be straightforward. It can be the courses and trainings that we talked about earlier, or more subtly, it can be the tools of your trade. You can write copy about the tools you use to do the job you do. Like, I could write some fantastic copy about Ulysses, the app I use to do almost all of my writing. And I probably will. Make another note. We need to do this one too. Writing reviews of products you use is a powerful way to make money as an affiliate. We'll get to that later. Another way to do that is to write tutorials, create tutorials about the tools you use. It doesn't have to be writing tools either. It can be, as a copywriter, in today's modern world, you've got to manage and master a lot of things. My feeling is you need to master video. You need to master audio as a podcaster, YouTuber. You need to master the art of social media marketing. You need to master the art of graphic design, or at least you need to understand what good graphic design is and how to incorporate it into your marketing with your words. So those are all different things that you are going to learn. As an online business person, you're going to need to know about membership sites, about how to create a website to begin with. So you could write tutorials about Squarespace, about your favorite vlogging camera like the M50. I was looking around to see where my M50 is. I love this little camera. It's lightweight, it's high quality, does so many things well. It's not perfect, but I could write tutorials about that camera. I could write a review about that camera. I'm not going to do tutorials on my M50 because a good friend of mine and someone I work with a lot is Diana Gladney, Entree Woman. She's building a business based on her knowledge and use of the M50 for video, for live streaming and for vlogging and other applications. And she's got these great tutorials about how to do things with the M50 specifically. And she has affiliate relationships with companies like B&H.com that sell M50s. So guess what? You click on her link, you buy the camera through her, she makes some money. There's other ways she makes money as well. And some would say, well, Diana's not a copywriter. Oh yes, she is. She is a masterful copywriter. She's just disguised it so well, y'all don't even realize it. Crafty. Affiliate income. I've already started talking about that, so let's dive into it. You can represent products and recommend them on your website, in your videos, in your podcast, and in your copy that you write in your content, and link to those products, and you can get paid affiliate commissions. And everybody's all freaked out right now because Amazon just reduced their affiliate commission. And I empathize. If your whole business was built on being an Amazon affiliate, like lots of people have like 1 million subscribers to their YouTube channel, and the only way they make money is through Amazon affiliate links. Well, I empathize with you and I hurt for you that you lost your income, but one income stream based on one platform that you don't control? Really? You didn't think this would happen? Let's look back at history. Those who fail to remember history are condemned to repeat it. This happened to people who built their empires on Google AdSense, for instance, who built big empires of content sites that did nothing but run Google AdWords ads and get paid through the AdSense affiliate program. So that's how they made their money. And then Google changed the rules. It was called the Google slap.
Well, stow this away. Leave him alone, will you? I'll leave him alone. I'll get that.
And suddenly they weren't making any money anymore. Then there were those who engineered their position in Google so that they could have a higher ranking than other people in their category, and they could sell affiliate products through those links. And turns out Google changed the algorithm and they suddenly didn't rank in the top 10 anymore. They didn't rank on the first page anymore. There's so many examples, this has happened before, that if you're building a business on one platform, it's like, as Jay Abraham puts it, you have a diving board model of having a business. So you have that one platform that holds up the diving board, and when the platform gets pulled out from under it, the diving board is in the water. It's underwater. So the key is having multiple income streams like we're talking about in today's video. Genius! There's also multiple ways to do affiliate income. One is you can link to sites and products that sell the things you want to recommend to people. So like I have links on my site from Amazon to buy things like cameras and lenses and other books, and books too on Amazon, imagine that. Other things of that nature, but I also have links to bh.com and other sites that pay me affiliate income as well, because I don't want any one of those sites to be the determining factor in my income as an affiliate. There's also the opportunity to recommend third-party services that you make use of that don't depend on big e-commerce sites like bh.com, Adorama, or Amazon.com, or Target.com, or any of those. I'm talking about software as a service are great products to use as a copywriter to create income for yourself through affiliate links. So for instance, your email service provider, like you might use ConvertKit, which is a favorite of many marketers and bloggers. It's easy to use and it's powerful. Or so many other providers, but whichever one you use, I suggest becoming an affiliate for it so that you can recommend it. We use Kajabi to host our membership areas. We use ClickFunnels to build our sales funnels. Guess what? We're affiliates for each of those companies, for each of those products that we recommend. It doesn't change the price to the end consumer. They don't pay more, but we get a little commission for each one of those sales. Like ClickFunnels and ConvertKit are monthly or annual payment plans that recur, so we get paid over and over and over again. That can be a growing source of affiliate income, so do that. Then finally, under affiliate income, there's JV deals, joint venture deals. When people do a product launch and they're selling an information product like a training course, for instance, some of those deals are mind-blowing because they may be selling a $2,000 product and you might get paid as much as 30 or 40% or more of the purchase price of that product. So you could be selling a $2,000 product and get a $500 or $600 commission for every sale you make. It doesn't take too many of those sales to realize that was really cool because you sold an expensive product that you didn't have to make, you didn't have to create it, you didn't have to do the customer service, you didn't have to do the content delivery, any of that stuff. You just recommended it. You made the creator of the product happy because they sold more copies of their product and built their list. You made the buyers happy because they got something valuable. You made yourself happy because you get paid and you don't have to do any work. That's a good deal. The sixth income stream for copywriters is royalties. This is where you write copy one time and your agreement says as long as you continue using my copy, you'll pay me a percentage or a fee on an ongoing basis. I have friends who make lots of money this way. I didn't build my business that way. I kind of wish I had, because that would have been a nice income stream to have right now. But I have friends who are still collecting royalties on copy they wrote 10, 15, 20 years ago. A couple of my friends are earning millions of dollars per year for copy they wrote 5 years or more ago. That is a good deal. So think about royalty deals. You got to be careful who you do those deals with. You have to trust them. They have to be trustworthy. They have to be long-term clients. They have to be people you're proud to be associated with. But if you can find the right people to do a royalty deal with, it's a golden opportunity. I encourage you to consider it. Okay, copywriters. Seventh income stream copywriters should consider having is an income stream of consulting. This is where, believe it or not, you're not even writing the copy. You just look at people's copy and tell them, is it good? Is it bad? What could be done to improve it? Where does it need strengthening? What parts of it are weak? What parts are missing? What parts should be taken away completely? You're just rendering your opinion. Unless you think there's not money to be made doing copy consulting, oh, you are so mistaken. We get inquiries every week through our agency, the Ray Edwards Copywriting Agency, of people who want us to just critique their copy, which is consulting with them on their copy. Not write it, not rewrite it, just critique it. I have one of my students who is a certified copywriter through us who gets paid $30,000 just to evaluate copy for companies and clients. He doesn't write a word. For $30,000, he just looks at it and says, well, this is what I see, this is what's wrong with it, this is how you could fix it. And if you want me to do that, it'll be another $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, and I'll be happy to do it. That sounds like a pretty good setup to me. So consider consulting as a way to make money as a copywriter, as an income stream. Once you've built some success as a copywriter and you have some renown, a reputation, some track record, you can actually get paid to coach other copywriters. We have a coaching certification program in our agency where we teach people to be copy coaches, to work with other copywriters to help them improve their work. This is one of the biggest needs that not every copywriter recognizes, the fact they need a coach. So this is limited only to those who want coaching, who are looking for a good coach or mentor and are willing to pay a good penny to get a good one. If you are able to coach people and help them write better, more effective copy, and you can discover a way to attract students so you're not chasing them, I recommend this not be your number one foundational pillar of income, but just another additional pillar of income you can build into your business over time. As you attract more and more students, there are people within my circle of friends and colleagues, like David Garfinkel, for instance, gets paid really good money to coach copywriters. Terry Dean is another person who gets paid really good money to coach copywriters and marketers and business people. Coaching them is different than critiquing them, because coaching it implies an ongoing relationship where they're checking in with you once or twice a month. You're giving them feedback, you're giving them assignments, things to do. They do it, they come back, report to you from the battlefield, if you will, tell you what worked and what didn't, and you coach them on what to do next. Valuable stuff, you can get paid really well for that. I would urge you, as time goes by, you get more experience under your belt and more of a track record, and you're certain you can provide good, solid coaching to people, you consider coaching as an income stream. It's a great income stream for all copywriters to consider having as part of their business. And finally, income stream for copywriters number 9, events. Live events in person, as well as virtual. As we know, sometimes things can happen that prevent you from doing the live events you want to do. You can think of an example, I'm sure, if you look back over recent history. You might remember the recent unpleasantness which caused us all to have to cancel our live events. But they will come back because people love to gather. One thing we've learned is people love to gather together in person. And I love doing live events. I love doing small group live events. I love doing larger group live events. There's something about the power of proximity that allows you to immerse yourself in an experience and get more benefit from the teaching and training when it's live and in person. And I especially love the workshops we do where we work on copy together. We gather a small group of people together, maybe 4 to 6 people who've paid a pretty penny. We have an event where people pay $25,000 to come for 3 or 4 days, and we work on a specific sales campaign or sales letter, 4 or 5 clients with me and a couple of members of my team, and we rework that copy and build it so that it's super strong, A-list level copy that is powerfully persuasive and converts browsers into buyers and does all those magical things that copy does, and that's a fun event to do. Now, of course, you might say, well, I'm not in a position to charge 25 grand or even 5 grand. Maybe not, but you can charge 500 or 250 or whatever you feel comfortable with and get started with live events once we're able to have those again. And if you're not doing live events or you don't want to do live events, consider doing virtual events. It's virtually the same thing except you're doing it via Zoom or some other technology like that, where you interact with your students live through a live stream. You give them assignments, you let them do the work, and then you evaluate and give them feedback on the work. And by the way, when you're doing any kind of live event, I think the best kinds are not the lecture-y, didactic kinds of events where you're just talking at them, but they're rather participative events where you are working with them. You're rolling up your sleeves and doing it with them so that they actually get work done during the event. Those are the most valuable kinds of events, and mostly because we're all in an environment where we're forced to get the work done. Often we go to these lecture-y style events where people just do a lot of talking at us, and we get all excited and hyped up, and we go back home and we get busy and we don't ever do any of the stuff we learned. I think it's better to do events where people actually get stuff done. That's just my personal opinion, but I urge you, encourage you, strongly suggest you look at doing events as part of your income stream structure for your business. Those are the 9 income streams. They are, in order, clients, content, courses, products, affiliate income, royalties, consulting, coaching, and live events. And I promised you a 10th magical income stream that will exponentially increase your wealth. It is like the fountain of wealth, and that is investment income. When you've met your current expenses and you have profit and you have cash reserves, then you have money you can invest so that you're no longer working for the money is working for you, and it begins to multiply upon itself. And at some point you have the crossover point where your money is making you more money than you could ever possibly make if you were making money. That's some good stuff right there. It's very soothing to me. I feel the need to pet my dead cat again. Oh, sorry. So there you have it. Those are 10 income streams you should consider developing in your business as a copywriter so that your income is stabilized. And if you develop these 10 income streams, don't do them all at once. Start with 1 or 2 and build a couple at a time, maybe over the next few quarters. But you can be in a position so that market disruptions that occur for whatever reason, and they will occur. If there's one thing we know to expect, it's to expect the unexpected. This is how you build a business that will stand the test of time, that will weather the storm, and that will support you in tough times. So, I'd love to get your feedback on this. Put your comments, your questions below. I'll answer and respond. I love communicating with the community, and you could consider clicking the subscribe link that you see on this video. You could click the bell so that you get a notification when I put out a new video. And you know, I wouldn't be upset if you gave me a thumbs up. That helps give me the knowledge that I've created content that you like, so I can keep creating stuff that you like and not create stuff that you don't. Deal? Deal. All right, intrepid copywriter, my creators of cash flow, go forth and prosper. See you in the next video. Ciao.